guys, I'm Elsa from the movie Frozen. Don't forget to subscribe or I'll slap you silly.
Yo guys, and welcome to Bad Manners. Who needs some proper discipline? Oh, it's Olaf, my best friend. Chapter 1. Do we play as this guy? A long time ago, in an empire far, far away, a few months have passed since the Prince of Southern Isles, Hans Westengard, was expelled from Arendelle in disgrace for his attempt to seize the throne. So I'm the villain from Frozen, right? Oh merda, this headache is killing me. I got wasted. What the hell am I? Ugh, I remember reading that stupid letter and drowning my sorrows in a bottle of wine. I remember leaving the newspaper office and promising to execute everyone, but I can't remember how I got into the forest. Let's look around first, maybe I'll find something valuable. Every single coin counts right now. I need money! There's mushrooms, a satchel, more mushrooms, and a genie lamp? What the hell is this? Is that the lamp that I'm thinking about? Let's rub the lamp! Genie. Oh, there's a genie, but he's pink. Here I come, better late than never, but never late is better. Genie, for God's sake, be quiet. Oh, my head. You look awful, buddy. Yesterday, you were as fresh as a daisy. Just after the first bottle, you threatened to burn down the newspaper office where you recently got hired to be a shitty reporter. Then you bought drinks for everybody, asking them to yell our "All hail the great king Hans Westengard." You continued by destroying half of the tavern and tried to fight the guardsmen, but in the end, you reasonably decided to run away. Wait, buddy, why the hell did we decide to get drunk in the first place? You were the only one drinking, buddy. I am a genie. You know, I was there just to support you as a friend. Also, take a note, I was the one who yelled a lot about King Hans. But back to your question, we were drinking because I brought you a letter and some money from your daddy. Money? Genie, where's the money? How should I know? Your wallet was full to the brim yesterday. I guess part of it is now in the pockets of the bad girls. You claim that you don't care about the money anymore because of the letter, so you started throwing imperials like they were pennies to make the girls happier. Why didn't you stop me? Buddy, for the first time in your life, you were doing something for others. I thought it was a special touching moment. This genie doesn't want to get free, right? Wait, what about the letter? And it was from my papa? I can't seem to find it. Neither can I, buddy. Probably you left that for the bad girls too, but you got very emotional and started reading it out loud. So don't worry, I remember the gist of it. Basically, in the letter, His Majesty said that you disgraced the name of Western Guards with your actions. His Majesty accepts that he neglected your education when you were young, but he hoped that you'd become more mature with time and tried to support you, but he all ended up just backfiring. So this is the last allowance that he will send you, and he thinks that it's time for you to be on your own. That's basically it, buddy. You'll be ashamed to not drink under such circumstances. Oh man, you're so pale right now, but don't be nervous. I can wish your color back. I know how to cheer you up. Yesterday you figured out how to solve all of our problems. All of my problems? Really? Isn't this genie gonna give me 3 wishes? Yeah, you told me that all of your problems stem from the 2 princesses from Arendelle, and that it was time to go and set them straight, as you don't have anything to lose anymore. That's a plan for us. Yeah, but I think that's enough. You'll probably figure out how to seduce them, and if it doesn't work, well, then some ladies in waiting will do. Have you ever done it with a court lady? How the frick are the court ladies supposed to solve my problems? Oh buddy, I'd give away everything to have that thing. But for now, I am a guru giant only in my dreams. Can we imagine? The other day, I was dreaming about having it with the princess, and yesterday, I was having it with a student, while today, I was doing either a pirate girl or her costume. I was in a hurry, so I didn't pay attention. Only with the costume, not with anybody inside of the costume. For the lack of better ideas, I guess going to Arendelle isn't that bad of an idea. I'm pretty sure there are people up there who are not content with the rule of an ice witch, especially given how she can lose control of her power like it happened before. What are you mumbling there, buddy? Before you get excited about your plan, what about the dark woods which you need to pass through? I heard that some sort of creature has held in there that attacks only men, and then uses them. Where is that creature? You know what am I talking about, right? It's probably a werefox or a gargoyle. Forget this! If my family decided to pretend that I'm not one of them, well, why the hell should I pretend to be a better person? You think I've got bad manners? Well, you haven't met the real me yet. That's the name of the game. So I guess that means you're going through the dark woods? Ugh, buddy, the worst thing is I won't be with you when the fox gargoyle will be messing with you. I wonder how do they do that? Alice, I have to leave, my friend. I was invited to fill a very important vacant position. What? How the hell did you get hired? At first, I couldn't believe it too. Also, there will be plenty of young ladies in that place, so in case you survive the encounter with the fox in the forest, but then get rejected by the court ladies in Arendelle, so be it. I'll find you someone on the count of our friendship. Man, there is only one thing in your head, but I don't get to choose my friends right now. Genie is the only one I have. How could I have fallen so low? But from now on, there is only a way upwards. Unless we fall to hell. Neither a fox nor a gargoyle can stand in the way of this prince who's going towards his glory. Hole? Only glory, I guess. Let me get the mushrooms. These might come in handy. Maybe I can gain a few imperials for it. Imperials is the currency of this game. My wallet with only a dozen imperials, barely enough to afford a few shabby meals and a lame room for a few nights, none of which are worthy of my status of the highborn prince. We're not a prince anymore, buddy. Let's get some more mushrooms. The worth of this plant is questionable, just a waste of time. Oh, but we're taking it with us, we never know, right? I better move if I don't want to spend the night in the forest. Left or right? Let's get this as well. Maybe we can sell the mushrooms, right? Let's go left. It's getting darker, I hope I'm not moving deeper into the forest. Well, if we are, we can just camp anywhere, right? But I don't think we have a tent with us. It got dark quite fast. I should start thinking about a shelter. Somebody was here recently. I should look around. Maybe they left something valuable. There is something in here. Is that Elsa? Someone dropped a drawing of a girl in here. What the? It is Elsa. That's a drawing or just a picture? This is one of the damned royal witches that messed up my plans in Arendelle. Certainly the fate is giving me a sign. The artist did a good job depicting her, but the portrait is missing something. Well, let me just fix this. Let me do two very big milkers. Oh, those are not milkers. Freaking rat! Now you look more like your inner self on the outside. But I can still make this painting better. Here we go! I didn't know we had the pen with us. Our name is Rat Elsa! That's what I'm talking about. That's it, witch! Angry for our sausage? You are a very good artist, Hans. That's a very big picture. I thought it was a little bit smaller. First the blondie, and then the redhead, and then nothing will stop me. Oh yeah, baby! You rat! Don't get that drawing dirty though. What if someone comes, yeah, like her? Good evening, Prince Hans. Oh damn it! What the? A real witch or succubus? Excuse me, miss. I was sure that there was nobody else in here. Don't get embarrassed, Prince Hans. I can't wait for you to come back. Thanks, but no. She appeared out of thin air and somehow knows my name. She also has wings that doesn't look like a fox. Are you some sort of a gargoyle? I wonder how you got to that conclusion. No, I am not some sort of gargoyle. But it looks like you are even glad to meet someone. Let's say an ordinary. So you are a demoness. That explains why you're so transparent that I can see the bush through you. I can see nothing through her. Well, and what if that's true? Finally, damn it! I spent so much money on candles and chalk to draw out pentagrams. So did you come to offer me the throne? Wow, you are full of surprises, Prince Hans. Although I'm not the demon that you were trying to summon. What? And despite how incredibly arrogant you are, I'll agree to hear out your wish. I want to marry a princess and become the king. Also, I want to get back to those witches who made me suffer. It's weird that you haven't achieved anything given your ambitions and good looks. Let's see. 1, 2, Mercury in the second house, the moon, warning, 6, accident, evening 7, I see. Well, unfortunately for you, your fate is to never be with the princess. Unless, of course, you get a certain benefactor, like her. What the freak are you talking about? I'm telling you, Hans Western Guard, that you lucked out. Thankfully, other than trying to summon demons, you also attempted to summon someone more material. You wrote down multiple development projects concerning the Empire, and it didn't go unnoticed in the certain circles. The circles of hell. Your most impressive project was about teaching commoners and ladies alike some good manners, because it's awful when they reject a noble gentleman just because his pockets are empty at the moment. Did I really write something like that? You didn't just write that, you also sent it directly to the Imperial imperial chancellery. The paper smelled awful like the cheapest of wines, and the writing style was barely understandable, but the concept itself attracted a lot of attention. Really? Oh yeah, clerks had a really good day full of laughter. Only half a year ago, I was the brilliant prince, and now I act so reckless when I'm drunk. If only it wasn't for those two witches! Or maybe for your bad manners. But you're lucky that there are some people who got impressed by your thoughts and want to offer you to implement it for the sake of public education. What? If you prove yourself by teaching girls some good manners, maybe your dream about the crown and revenge won't be so distant and unreachable anymore. Well, where do I sign up and what am I supposed to do? Before that, I need to test your potency. Ha, I knew it. Girls literally only want one thing. Boys literally only want one thing. Well, not to brag, but I had my share of fun with lots of noble ladies. But it's the first time when a demoness offers herself to me. Alright babe, just lie down. You'll soon know what it feels like when a real prince is having fun with you. Wow, you are unbelievable, your highness. This baby is called Meridiana, and she's a succubus. But let me hurry and do that for the highborn prince. Here, I'm taking my boots off and... Wait, aren't you ethereal? Am I supposed to do that with you? Oh, that's true. I guess I'll have to put the boots back on. So she's not really here? Are you messing with the prince, you demon? Your highness, how could I? But I'm not interested in the kind of potency you thought about. I want to know how good you are at making a good first impression on a girl. What's there to test? How dare you have doubts about my charm? I'm a prince after all. Well, that's encouraging to hear, but if you're so confident in yourself, let's make a deal. If you can seduce the first girl you encounter, or at least if she doesn't get disgusted by you, with the power of those who send me, I will appoint you to a high position where you can make use of your talents. Hey, that's not what you promised. What about the crown and the revenge? Fool's haste is no speed, your highness. Who would you prefer to be? An unemployed nobody without a roof over his head? Or a respected, high-ranked government official? By the way, if you get the job, you'll have the opportunity to meet a lot of princesses. The position of the highest-ranked official is far from the king's throne, but given my circumstances, I don't really have a choice. Alright, Arundel witches, this tutor won't last long. I'll show you what it means to mess with Prince Ants sooner or later. Well then, what if, hypothetically speaking, I fail to seduce the first girl that we meet? Well, if, hypothetically speaking, you fail in your task, then I'll make it so that you'll never have a problem with girls again, because you won't get attracted to them anymore. Instead, you'll feel an irresistible urge towards... guys? Oh, if only guys, you'll start to lust after sheep. What the frick? That's disgusting. I'm sure there won't be any problems. Some guys will be very happy with that. I hope so. Just put some milk on this paper and our deal will be sealed. Milk? Who the hell do you think you are, damned witch? Alright, I'll give you some milk. You know what to do, succubus. Isn't that red picture enough for you anymore? Well, I guess if you have problems with giving milk, I'll look for a more suitable candidate. Wait, damn it, I was just kidding. Well, just you wait. As soon as you become material, I'll mess you up, and then I'll order your execution after becoming the king. Are you gracefully sealed the deal? Here, take it. She disappeared. Where did she go? I don't feel like anything changed. Hey, Meridiana, are you still here? And now I can talk with you without having to appear. But that's not important right now. Just get a good sleep, and in the morning, we'll proceed with your test. Yes, lady. Ha! Alright, I guess it's time to sleep. Where do we sleep though? Under a tree or something? Rise and shine, young lad, unless you want to meet your happiness. Damn it! You're supposed to help me, succubus. I don't need an alarm clock. Also, stop calling me a lad. I'm a prince. Even when I was working in the newspaper, I was really good. Oh, really? Do you mean that prestigious tabloid you worked for? What was it called? The Province Bullshitter or the Bollocks Post? Just tell me get the crown. I'll get back at you after that. But I agree that you were really good. Whenever there was a new tavern or brother opened in town. Not brother, a brothel, right? You were the first to present the news, weren't you? How the hell do you do this? Did you get my record file from your benefactors? Instead of digging through my past, let's talk about your backers. Alright, your highness. Have you ever heard about the secret lodge? The highest ranked officials of the imperial court are the members of the lodge. Right now, the lodge is interested in you and your project. Why all of a sudden? I'll explain it to you later if you pass the test, that is. I see, so I guess you're their errand girl? Nonsense, I am their partner. Sure, whatever you say. So will your masters get pissed if you fail your job, you succubus? There is no job yet, Prince Ants, but I'll still give you some tips. Are you happy now? As if there is something to be happy about. Well, whatever, let's just get it done with. Let's head out to encounter the girl that will determine your fate. Wasn't there like a cave in here? What happened with that? I guess it doesn't matter. Let's leave. Wait, I haven't seen this place before. Am I finally getting out of the forest? There is a condo, a sign of human presence around, or a couple of people. Hey, succubus, what was your name? Aren't you a magical creature? Can you foresee whether the girl I'm supposed to meet is a noble lady or what? Because if she's a noble lady, I'll have to be a charming prince. But if she's just a commoner, then just a few winks, innuendos, and a sort of imperial coins jiggling in my pocket will be enough to persuade her. I don't think we have enough coins in our pocket to make them jiggle. Also, being part of the second oldest profession has taken a toll on your manners. What's the second oldest profession? Being a man? Your future depends on this girl and her attitude towards you. You should be gentle and nice to her. There is a saying among the commoners. Remember, don't pull your sausage out till she asks, or until she sleeps. Don't worry about my manners, demon. The princess was dreaming of marrying me after only a few hours together. My manners are more than good enough to impress some country bumpkins. Well, it's not my job to teach you manners, so that's on you. But I will tell you what, I can sense the likelihood of the success of our adventure. So I will remain silent at all times, except when I sense whether the likelihood of success has increased or decreased. If you fail, and by that I mean you have zero chance to impress her, our deal is over, and I'll go back to look for someone more capable, while you'll go to your lovely ship. But if you somehow increase your chances above 100, I'll craft silver coins for you with my magical powers. She's gonna give me a salary? The higher your chances are, the more silver you'll get. Hence, the outcome of your adventure will be decided only by you. Listen, Meridiana, I'm tired of your crap. The time of demons is over. In the past, you may have been nearly omnipotent, but now, without us and deals with us, you're nothing. You talk all high trying to read me a lecture, but you're just an errand girl for the lodge. Thanks for offering me the silver, but shut up and know your place. Sit! Oh, I'll shock you. Only one place to go. Does someone live in here? Still, I wonder who is that girl. What if she's a duchess? Or even better, a princess? I'm finally out of the stupid forest. I can see the village from here, and look at that. Oh, wow! It's just ruins. Who is she? Some country girl. Does she count as the one that I first encountered? Hey, Meridiana, alright, you can stay silent as long as you want. Well, she doesn't look that bad, although I'd still fancy a noble lady, preferably with bigger balloons. But this makes my job easier if all I have to do is to impress some commoner girl. Even when I was only 14, I already managed to get a maid to sleep with me, so this should be a piece of cake. How old was that maid? Also 14? I hope so. Good day, lady. Good morning, sir. My name is Hans, Prince Hans Westengard. My name is Dorothy Gale, but did you just say Prince, sir? I hope you don't have the same sickness that poor Billy did. Who's poor Billy? He lived in a town near a farm, sir, but one day he woke up thinking that he's a prince who has been kidnapped and started raging. I've heard that he's being treated with a shock therapy now. Oh, trust me, Dorothy, I am no old Billy. Sorry if I may seem rude, but are you also going through a shock therapy now? Where the hell did she live before, if she thinks meeting a prince is impossible? Should I insist that I'm a prince? No, I'm a real prince. I'm actually not a prince. But I am a prince. Or I was a prince before. But I really am a prince. I'm just traveling incognito, which is why I don't have anyone accompanying me right now. Poor Billy also used to say that. I think I should get going now, sir, before he started raging like poor Billy. No, what do you mean? Damn it, my future is in her hands. I can't just let her go because of my pride. Well, miss, in fact, I'm a journalist. I just told you about being a prince because I just liked you, so to impress you. Because I always wanted to be a prince. I have no idea what to say here. I wanted to be a prince always? Well then, Mr. Westengard, I appreciate your honesty, so I'll tell you the truth as well. The Billy story, I made it up. Made it up? But why? I just hate when people lie, that's all. You little witch! Well, Dorothy, could you tell me please where are you headed to? Actually, my hand told me not to talk to strangers, especially men. But when I was traveling through a fairyland, I talked with everybody, and there was no harm. So let you do, Mr. Westengard. I got an invitation to study in a cool college when I was back on our farm in Kansas. It was from a foreign country, sir. Wow, that sounds like great news for you, Dorothy. It is, Mr. Westengard. We can pay for the college ourselves, so this is a great opportunity to show my worth. Also, I'm always happy to go on a new adventure and travel around the world. So you are also traveling right now, Dorothy. We have a lot in common. Our routes are pretty much the same. I was invited to investigate and report on the opening of a new broth. You were invited where again, sir? Oh, sorry, my bad. I meant an inn, right, an inn. Report on, are you some sort of a detective, Mr. Westengard? Journalist, I told you. No, actually, I'm a journalist from the Bollocks Post. Damn it. Freaking succubus messing with my mind. The Profits Post. Never heard about that channel. Now that you did subscribe. No, miss, I'm not thinking a channel. I work in a newspaper, the Profits Post, and it is widely famous in certain circles, but only because the things we report on can be understood just by anybody. You get what I mean, right, miss? If your IQ is below 50, you cannot understand anything. Could you explain it again, please? You were supposed to say yes, I was just bullshitting. I've got a better idea. Let's talk about you, miss. Your eyes are beautiful. You are obviously very smart. Your curves are incredible. I want to mess this up as much as I can. Your curves are incredible. Sorry for being so honest. I can't just stop myself from admiring them, miss. Why is he making fun of me? Mr. Westengard, I know that my curvy parts aren't that big. Despite eating so much cabbage and drinking milk, they just don't grow. But that's none of your business! Uh-oh. Dorothy, trust me, as soon as I saw you, I felt like you are my soulmate. You are so, I would love to make you happy, accompany you on your way. Thank you, sir, but I'll have to refuse. Although I live in Kansas, I know all these city ploys. What are you talking about? First, guys say all these sweet things, but then something happens. Oh no, miss, you don't seem like you are from that. Kansas, where the hell is that? When I first saw you, I thought you were from the capital itself. Kansas is probably somewhere near it, right? Well, I wouldn't say it's near the capital, but Kansas is right in the center of the USA, Mr. Westengard. Dorothy starts talking about her life in the farm with Uncle Henry, Aunt Ham, and their dog Toto. Dorothy, I don't care. A long time ago, she got caught up in a cyclone that transferred her to the magical land of Oz. Wait, she's that Dorothy? I've never seen the movie though. Looks like you got very lucky, Dorothy. So, how do you like our country so far? Actually this is a great empire that consists of many small kingdoms, but I guess you are right in a certain way. In fact, it is a big empire uniting several kingdoms, miss, although you have a point. Even a prince, a leading journalist like me, can't afford the good horse to travel across the country. Forgive my curiosity, but what exactly is McDonald's? McDonald's, sir! Oh, sure, that explains a lot. Damn it, what am I supposed to talk about? So, I heard you should say an empire. I saw a notion from the hill the other day. Am I in Central Asia? Is your empire called Hungary? Sorry, that's the first time I'm hearing about those, miss. Well, regardless, if it's an empire, that means it's a totalitarian regime, with no freedom and democracy. I'm afraid you don't have it, miss. I haven't heard about your dummycracy, but we do have a lot of dummies here. No, sir, democracy, not dummycracy. What does that mean? Well, it's kind of like we have it back in the US. You've got your freedom, there's a president, Democrats, Republicans. Is that more clear? Not even a single bit. Yeah, sure, now I get it. So, how did you get here, miss? That's not an appropriate question, sir. Huh? I traveled here with the help of an item that is similar to the magical silver shoes that I told you about, Mr. Westengard. You just need to put it on and voila, I'm in your country. That sounds convenient. I should steal them from her. It is, sir, but my hand said that only sheep's trumpets would wear that. Who? Fallen women, sir. She also said that if you have to put on something like that to enter the college, then nothing good will come out of an education like that. Then I can only applaud to how determined you are. Well, miss, you know that we aren't as conservative in cities. Would you mind showing me what you had to wear? Whatever it is, I'm sure it suits you. Could you show me? Show you what I had to wear to travel, sir? How could you? I'll have you know that after arriving here, I immediately changed. Oh, no, it's getting worse and worse. What a pity. The letter stated that nothing can stop a girl with a desire to study, which is totally true, sir. I quietly rummaged through my hand stuff, found where she hid the invitation and that thing, and then your relatives must be worried about your sudden disappearance then. So she ran away from her house. I can use that. I don't know, sir. I wrote them a letter. Also, I think my auntie didn't really want to hide it from me, which is why I found it easily. So you think she just wanted to check your determination and dedication? Yes, sir. But to tell you the truth, she would only be happy if I go to college that also provides for me. The farm isn't doing so well these days. In addition, my uncle bought a couple of bulls with the money that came from my letter. He claimed that if the college sent the money, they expect us to spend it, but to be honest, he was just afraid that the college will ask back for the money if I don't end up going there. Most importantly though, they know that nothing can happen to me. I'm a very lucky girl who can solve any problem. Well, we'll see about that. Well, seeing how you are familiar with my country, I insist on accompanying you until we reach our destinations. They won't let us into that castle, but maybe we'll find a shelter in that village. But I felt in doing something with her, right? Let's go to town then. Well, we finally arrived at the village. We can spend the night here and then ask the way to the college in the morning. There is something weird about this place. Weird? Well, maybe for a foreigner like you. By the way, miss, you are alone in an unknown country. You need someone to cover up for you. A good maker, so to speak. What does that even mean? What's good maker, sir? No, I wanted to say you need a sense maker. Someone you can rely on. Someone to make things clear. You know, I could help you, and in exchange you could serve me in certain ways. Pay for your dinner. Share my room with you. Help you, but serve you in certain ways. In what ways? You know, the ones that beautiful girls usually provide. I think I know what kind of services you expect from me, sir. Thanks for the offer, but you better good make someone else. Oh, that's bad. At the inn, you sell everything you found on the road and order your dinner. Like everything? 14 Imperials for everything? Seriously? Sir, what a strange wild place is this. Even in the magical lands, I never had this problem. I'm immediately returning back to my farm. Oh, where is she going? Miss, what happened all of a sudden? Listen, succubus, come on, say something. I don't know what happened to her, but whatever did, it wasn't my fault. So if she runs away, I don't think she'll leave. You don't think? Well, what about helping me like you promised? What was that about demons being worthless without you? And how I should know my place and stop acting all high and mighty? Grrr! You aren't a dog, stop growling. Well, whatever. I'm not as spiteful as you are, Prince Hans, so I'll give an advice this time. Yeah. Huh? Rather than an advice, I'd actually call it an obvious innuendo, in the poetic form. I have to warn you though, the poem is written by a very respected poet. Yeah, sure. Why is she acting like this? If a man can pour you some ale, it can help the traveler as well. What the hell was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have no idea how rhymes work. Hey, if you mock that respected poet's poems, you'll never from me again. I'll never from you again. Good luck figuring out what to do. Hey, Meridiana, come on. At least explain what does the poem mean. Meridiana? What man is supposed to pour me a nail? Hey! She's gone. Oh, and she's back. Sir, please help me with this. Alright, Dorothy, tell me what happened. I tried to order a dinner, but the innkeeper asked for money first. So? Well, then I showed him dollars, but he told me that I better eat my dollars myself, because he isn't going to sell me anything for some stupid green paper. Dollars? Oh, so these green papers have a name. It's not green paper, it's dollars. It's American money. It's real money from the bank. I was there when we changed my scholarship for dollars. Wait a second, did you exchange the golden imperials for this green paper? Why would you do that? Well, I was a little hesitant at first, as I didn't see dollars in Oz either, but then my uncle persuaded me that good. All dollars are valued all around the globe, so I'm sorry, but we don't use dollars in this country. Only silver or rarely golden imperials will be accepted as a means of payment. What a wild country! I wanted to immediately go back. I even went to bushes and changed back my undergarments. I mean, I wore that thing that allowed me to travel here, but nothing happened. Then I thought that if I want to go back, maybe I should wear on backwards. But it didn't work. I even tried inside out, and on backwards, and still nothing. So that's what happened. Well, then what did you plan on going back in the first place? I think they can return me back home in the college, but maybe I wouldn't want to return back anyway. Maybe I could have stayed here if I liked it in here, and if others would understand my worth. What should I do? Pay in her stead? Offer to pay in exchange for her service? Talk to the innkeeper? Offer to be her patron? Offer to pay in exchange for her service? Because why not, right? We're already here. Dorothy, maybe I can help you, but I remember you saying that you didn't want to owe me. So what can you offer in exchange? Sir, well, what do you want? You know exactly what I want. Should I really risk it and ask for that? Well, she looks like a big girl, and I can't believe that she hasn't done it with some random neighbor, Tommy or Jerry. Well, let's just go for it. A little job that blows will be more than enough. What? Are you out of your mind? Oh, too early for this. I should have known. Looks like she's furious, and if I don't fix this, I might fail the deal. What is the problem, miss? I mean, you look like a strong girl. It won't be hard for you to carry my things, will it? What? You are calling this carrying your things? Well, yeah, carrying my bags and stuff. You won't mind bearing my stuff as a job, right? What? Bearing as a job? So you mean just to carry your stuff? Why would you phrase it so weirdly? I definitely heard something else. Yeah, just carry them up to my room. What did you hear? No, nothing, sir. Of course, I will be happy to help you if you help me with my dinner. Something is fishy here. Maybe I didn't mishear things. That was a close one. You know what? I really tried, but we have really bad manners. If you guys want me to continue this Disney parody, don't forget to tell me in the comments, also subscribe. Say good, no awesome. Bye-bye.